South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe breakfast. Makes no sense.
Why?
Breakfast.
Morning, breakfast. Good morning to you too.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great. I had my breakfast in the car this morning. You know, I'm a big firm believer of you eat what fits in a cup. This way you can always go on the go. So if it fits in a mug, if it fits in a plastic Solo cup, that's like a serving size, and that's kind of how I eat. If it fits in a cup, we're good to go. I don't know how I came up with that idea, but it kind of makes sense in my mind. If it's right in my cup holder, I eat on the go, and we keep going. Happy Tuesday to you, Freddie and Teddy, and everyone who's watching.
How in the world do you fit a breakfast in a cup?
Oatmeal, cereal, scrambled eggs. Toast becomes an issue, and matzah on Passover becomes a tremendous issue. But things in a cup, it just works fine. It's
Now,
the
number one,
firm
you can't
believer
have
of
eggs.
to-go cup. I'm sorry?
But you can't have eggs.
Sure you can. We can have scrambled eggs if it's in a cup. So that is breakfast. But I am looking forward to Friday. We're having pajamas and pancakes. I need to send that out to our crew to put that together. And I love our crew on their text. They want to know if they're getting pancakes at their house. Did you see that?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
I don't know. We need to find a pancake vendor to bring some pancakes, so we're going to have pancakes. So I think we'll order pancakes here. I'm going to order them in. You can have them at your house, and we go. We do what you got to do. And all of our crew, if they want pancakes, they can make pancakes. I don't know. I just kind of like pancakes and pajamas. I've been thinking and racking my brain all night about what pajamas I can possibly wear on air. And therein lies part of my quandary of the day.
I tell you, I don't have pajamas.
I know you don't. You're going to wear coconuts, which is so nothing comfortable to sleep in is all I can tell you.
Only when you turn over.
And that's, I guess you're going to be a back sleeper or a side sleeper is all I can tell you.
I'm going to be a something.
How was your evening?
It was good. We got all our shows were straightened out. Jordana was straightened out, and then David DePino is bringing in somebody who's running for congresswoman,
Okay.
and she is in the medical field, which is amazing.
What are you eating?
I'm having granola.
Okay. You know, I used to love granola. I'm going to go on a tangent here, but I found out the amount of sugar and carbohydrates in granola really has no nutritional value other than the grains and the nuts. Just saying.
You're unbelievable.
And when I ate it, I gained a tremendous amount of weight. So just a fun fact for you.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Giving birth, when a woman gives birth, and you describe what goes on, is it a beautiful sight?
No, absolutely not. However, the miracle of birth is. The miracle of a baby. And Dr. Jenna had a baby, so mazel tov to Dr. Jenna. Did you see? The baby's beautiful.
I didn't see that.
Baby is beautiful, a little boy. And since we've seen her, she's gotten married, she's had a baby, and just a beautiful little boy.
You're talking about Dr. Jane?
Dr. Jenna.
Oh, Jenna.
Yes. Remember the one that gave you a hug, like a head bump, and she like sent you flying into the other room?
If she did it more than once, man, I'm going to tell you, she knocked me out.
Exactly, Dr. Jenna. But that's my take on granola for you. You've been eating quite a lot of it, so I didn't say anything in the beginning, but as your initial health coach, before we brought in the cavalry, I just had to share that tidbit with you. So you may want to check the carbs and the sugar on that granola that you so easily consume every morning. Fun fact.
First of all, I don't even have a cup.
Doesn't matter, I'm just saying.
I have a couple of spoons, that's it.
It's a couple of spoons because you're eating it out of a bowl. So just check the ingredients.
right.
Read the label. carbs, sugar. The grains are good, but you can get grains on another source. So just take a look at the label. If it's good and, maybe it's a brand that I'm unaware of what you're eating, I'm just sharing because I care. As you say, caring is sharing and sharing is caring. So I'm sharing my information because I care about you, old magic man over there.
It's really funny. It's really funny how I don't even ask you what was in your cup.
My cup runneth over with
I-
coffee. So
I tell you to eat what you want to eat.
the label.
I tell you,
Sugar, the grains are good, but you can get grains on another source. So just take a look at the label. I think we're on a delay. Brand that I'm unaware of what you're eating. Because I hear the speaker different than what I'm saying to you right now. Sharing is sharing and sharing. A very long delay is all I can say to you. So I'm not really sure. So good morning, everyone. They don't know if we're on a delay because only I hear myself twice. I have to tell you something. Last night, though, I've actually sat down. I worked until I couldn't even keep my eyes open last night. But we started watching this new show called Beauty and the Baker. And it's filmed in
I saw
Miami.
that.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
What'd you think? Oh, come on. Aaron calls
So
and he
what-
says, what kind of show is it? I said, it's a rom-com, but it's not really even funny yet. But there was a funny line, which is hilarious. So the little girl walks in, the daughter walks in, and the mom's looking for her son, and he's with this, famous movie star, and she walks in, and the mom says to her, now understand they're Cuban in Miami, right? And she's a little girl, and she says, so have you seen your brother? And she says, so nice to see you too. And you wonder why I have self-esteem issues. I thought I was going to fall on the floor because Chelsea and I were rolling. And there you have it.
So you're laughing at someone's pain?
I can so relate to that pain. When you just
you're
feel like a
laughing.
little less than, and someone walks in and says, oh, where's your brother? And you go, really? Do I not count for anything? And you wonder where my self-esteem issues come from. Think how many people can well relate to that concept. We were dying. It was so funny.
I have a whole new perspective on you now.
Oh my gosh. And my son in his house, they have rats in the attic. Rats.
Well, better in the attic than in the house.
Dead rats. Live rats.
All right, now I got some breaking news.
Yes.
Yesterday, they gave a special right after Bull, because I love Bull,
Yes.
which was a really interesting show based on legal concept, but that's neither here nor there. They gave a special on Tiger King,
Yeah.
the true story behind the story.
Oh. And?
I watched it for 28 minutes.
And?
I went outside, I threw myself in the pool, I let all the oxygen out of my lungs, but I floated all the way back up. Because that show will make you kill yourself.
Which one?
That
Tiger
show
King?
has got to be the worst show I have ever seen in my
People
life.
love Tiger. I haven't seen it, but people love Tiger King. I'm not
I
quite sure
understand
why,
that.
but they seem to.
I don't know why. I was watching this yesterday, and I'm going to tell you something. Even the explanation of the explanation made me cringe. Made me cringe, I tell you.
I don't understand what's going on with these passwords, but I'm going to have to give out new passwords, is all I can tell you. So, Jojo, I'm sending you
told-
a new password. I don't understand what's wrong with them. But I'm going to
There's
give her
nothing
another
wrong
one
with them.
right now.
Did you change them?
Did I change them? No, but I have to text Jojo and send her a
And
new
there is the
one.
problem. There is the problem.
It's all right.
Anyway,
just
ladies and
talk
gentlemen,
among yourself for a moment.
I also have exciting news. We got a phone call yesterday from a gentleman, which we're not going to reveal who, not yet, but a gentleman is running for sheriff of Broward County. And we are going to come out with a full blitz on a number of multiple platforms because we are going to become a center to register to vote. We want people to vote. There's a demographic that we want specifically to vote, but we want everybody to vote. And we are going to put the word out, and we are going to talk to people about doing it, and we are going to bring in the candidate that came to us and sat with us, and they sat with us yesterday, and I'm excited to announce that because of my heritage,
Okay.
is that the right word?
Yes.
That I'm all in on this concept. I love this concept. I love the idea of bringing millennials in on our 2020 show.
Yes.
And DJ Fercho, Mr. Ortiz and company will also be involved in this endeavor. You like my English today? I'm speaking proper English.
I'm ready to fall on the floor, I know.
I know. You are flabbergasted. Ooh. My
And again,
NYU
I say,
doctor,
what did you do with my partner?
my NYU, what is that? Diploma is up on the wall now, so I'm looking at it. So I'm figuring I gotta act a little diplomatic.
You know what I loved about that conversation yesterday is someone had called us that we met through a networking event that we went to with Teddy, and she says, "Oh, do you remember me? I have this candidate I would like to share. Are you still doing interviews? Are you still working?" And I said, "Of course we're still working. That is our platform. That is what we do." And she thanked us for what we do. That seems to be the consensus I have to share with you. It's all the phone calls I got yesterday. I was here until 6 o'clock last night. People calling and thanking us for continuing our platform and to share some hope and to share their voices and to bring businesses forward and all the things that we do over and over again. And then this candidate we spoke to, he thanked us. He said, "I watch your show. I'm the one that comments all the time on your show." And then his publicist asked us if we did this. I said, "No, we are a production company. We air a show." And the candidate says, "But you don't understand. I love their show. So whatever it takes for me to get on their show, we're going to make it happen." And his PR guy says, "All right, whatever you want, like, right, you're the boss type of thing." It was hilarious. I was cracking up.
I know the PR guy's probably saying, "These guys are knuckleheads. Sheriff, what are you doing?" Now, the funny thing is, when this guy wins, because we're gonna make sure he wins, we're gonna have Sheriff in the house. We're gonna set something up with him where he can come in and say good morning and everything's okay and give us an update on what's happening in the community. He is a community outreach guy, which I love about this guy. And we're gonna let the world know that this man is running, and we're gonna make a big stink about it. We're gonna do some radio stuff with him as well. We're gonna put this man everywhere. How's that?
We're going to do a lot. And I love that people are actually reaching out to us now because they're coming out from under the rocks and realizing that it's all going to be okay. We keep rolling, we keep going. So give us a call, see how we can help you bring your business forward, what we can do. My next thought is what's happening with all these kids in summer camp, right? I don't think school is going to happen again in South Florida. I don't foresee how they're going to open the schools and social distancing and let all these kids back in and teachers and staff. But then you look at summer camp, which is right around the corner, starting in June, a lot of these camps. What's happening with all of that? I mean, things are just, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And even if we open up and we start doing things and social distancing, you stay at a distance, but you're able to get back to work and do things in a unique way. Living in dorms and living back in cabins this summer.
Okay, stop.
How are they going to do it?
Stop, you're depressing me.
Not at all. There's going to be a workaround.
Yes, you are. Stop. Let us start with today.
Oh, wait. Something I said
Let us
depressed
start
you?
right.
Really?
Well, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
yes,
Let me see how that feels. Let me just
Yes,
let me just
because,
simmer in
Dawn,
that a
you
little
have-
bit, Miss Faith Washington, and feel that feeling.
No. Hold on. Slow your roll. What I'm talking about is I would like to take one day at a time.
Yes.
One day at a time. I would like to start with today.
Okay.
So that we can work on tomorrow. And then when we resolve today that leads into tomorrow, we'll do tomorrow that leads into the next day.
You got it.
I can't think about what's going to happen in the summer. I can't do that.
I do.
Right
Because
now.
think about all these kids. They need something to look forward to. So we have to find a way to get these kids to sleepaway camp.
Hey, Dawn,
Hey, Freddie.
can we get them out of the house first?
Yes, sleepaway camp.
Now, did you see the latest and the greatest in the house?
About?
For those of you that has a Roomba, you know what a Roomba is?
Yeah, they're putting babies on them.
Yes. And you can put your children on. You can put adults on them. You have to put an obstacle course in your house.
Okay.
You have to film it and time it to see who can do the best obstacle course in their house. See, my house is prime for this because I got a lot of rooms and a lot of places, but I don't have a Roomba.
You need a Roomba.
I'm Roomba out. I got to get a Roomba.
This show brought to you by Roomba. You can put your floating baby or your pet on the Roomba and see how far they can spin. You know, when I was growing up, we had these toys. I don't know what they're called. And you would turn the handle on the top of it, right? And it would spin. and then had all these colors underneath it. That's what this Roomba is. You can just spin it. It was like the roll. You know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know what that toy is? We would sit on as kids and we would rotate the thing on top and it would turn around. Aren't you getting an idea while I'm doing it on air? Like, honestly? Anyway, that's what the Roomba thing reminds me of.
You mean the thing with the paint?
You got to sit on it, though.
You got to sit on it. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Right?
That thing, my mother got me one of those and made me throw up. She threw it away.
So that's what I'm thinking of for that as well. The things that you can do. So last night, there's this whole big thing going around. When JoJo comes on, Teddy, just let us know and bring her over. Everyone's posting their senior pictures, right? And there's JoJo. People are posting their senior pictures. So I thought, all right, I'm going to dig mine up. And I post my senior picture. The funniest comments I have ever seen, and then people that I went to high school with commenting, oh my gosh, I know her, but I can't find my picture. And I said, I'll find your picture for you. So I went through my yearbook. I only had 70 kids in my class. So it was easy to go through my yearbook. And I was sharing some pictures with people. Someone lost their yearbook in the flood. They didn't have their senior picture, so I shared it with her. It's kind of an interesting way to reconnect with people from a long time ago. Hey, JoJo.
Hi, how are you guys?
How are you doing? How are you
Hey,
feeling?
Jojo, can you
I
bring
feel
the
great.
lid down? Because the fan is driving me crazy with it's turning up on top.
Oh, you want me to turn it off?
That's good. That's good right there. No. Either sit up or stay right there because you got the fan over your head. You look like a
Right.
fallen
I'm
angel.
good. You know what?
JoJo,
Dawn
you
is
look
not
like
close
you're at
enough
the
to throw it.
beach.
There's nothing
One
else
at
to
a time.
do.
What was that?
Hey, Dawn, I got to show you this cool new product. Do you ever see on Facebook they have those fake hair buns?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like
Yes.
kind of like this.
Oh, show me. Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
I had this for so long and I couldn't use it because it didn't match. But now my root's so long, you got to get one of these. Check this out. How easy this is to do. You're gonna love this for a bad hair day.
Why
Hairstyles by
would you
JoJo.
want short hair? Why would you want short hair if you have long hair?
Look.
It's a
and then
bun.
switch
It's
it
not
up.
short hair.
That's beautiful.
It's a bun. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
That looks like a dangerous weapon.
Wigs are very in these days. People are all putting on their wigs and their hair pieces
Oh my
because
God.
you just don't know what to do with your hair color anymore. Freddie, we're going to get you
I
a
know.
wig.
Do you
I'm
know
gonna have to
I
wear the
made an
wig that I
appointment?
gave Freddie.
I made an appointment. I'm gonna get my hair shaved
Amen.
About
in
time.
the summer,
Oh, in the
and then
summer.
I'm gonna get that. And then I'm gonna get the wig that JoJo has. So I can put it on.
JoJo, how are you doing? You look amazing.
Thank you. I feel good. I still got this little leftover boo-boo, but other than that, I'm on the right side of the grass, thank God.
That's amazing. What a journey you went through.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
I mean,
But I'm here,
Now,
so that's a good thing.
you
They
tripped,
did
right?
not any.
I was walking out of a restaurant and there was broken asphalt. My heel got stuck and I landed flat on my head. And I woke up in intensive care, so it knocked me out cold for a good couple of hours.
Wow.
Did it knock any sense into you, JoJo?
No, she's still talking
I
to
know
us.
you have to censor me. Don't you know that? I have zero filter.
Now, JoJo, I'm glad you're on because I want to ask my partner over here a question. What the hell
What's that?
was it with the high school pictures you guys posting? First of all, Publix.
I can't
or
even
the guy
find
we
mine,
call-
but Dawn, you look cute.
Thank you.
Well, the guy that we call Publix, Braden, he looks like he's in the witness protection program. DJ looks like those are FBI most wanted pictures. I mean, what the hell, man?
People want to see yours, though, Freddie. You don't understand how many
don't
comments
have
I've
any.
got to see yours.
I don't have any.
You have to.
Dawn, I
I
was
don't
such
either.
an ugly high schooler that when they took my senior pictures, I burned them all.
No way. Did you see Steve-O?
True
Steve-O
story.
posted his last night also.
Well, he's another crazy guy.
It looks enough that it could be you. You have to take a look at it. You wouldn't even believe it. For a moment, I thought it was you.
What is it on WhatsApp?
Facebook.
No,
You know
I'm
I
not
have to
doing that.
look right
I sent a picture of me with Freddie.
I know, but that wasn't high school.
But
How
that's
old were
not
you
high
there?
it's got to be, Freddie is, I'm going to say about 29, 30.
I was 18 in that picture. We were all 18 when we posted those high school pictures. It's crazy, right?
But you look like you look now.
Well, you know. Thank you.
And
Yeah,
then
she looks better
Jojo, you
now.
sent one.
Thank you.
Jojo, didn't you send one also? I thought I saw a picture of you when you were younger.
I can't find it. I'm sure I have one somewhere. But I think they're all doing this because this class, they can't have their graduation, right? With all this social distancing, so I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that.
And it's a
I'll
silly
find mine, it's
idea,
somewhere.
but the amount of people that see these things and comment are amazing. I mean, people I went to high school with that actually live in this community, so funny. And people that you haven't talked to or seen, and just shows you how many people are actually looking at things and following the nonsensical
Did you
things.
guys, did you guys go to your high school, what is it, prom?
Prom, yes.
Reunion or prom?
Your prom.
Yeah.
Who'd you go with, Dawn?
You know who I went with.
I don't, how would I know? I wasn't there.
We've had this conversation before.
I don't remember.
Yes, he's another host on another WNN show, was my date at my senior prom.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's
And
funny.
Jojo, who did you go with?
His name was Danny. I remember.
Did you have a good
That I
prom?
have pictures of. Yeah, but
What?
being raised Italian, I had to go home. Everyone was staying out all night and go to the beach. I was not allowed to do that. My father always said, there's nothing good happening from midnight till 5 in the morning. Get up at
Jojo,
5
where'd
and
you
go to the
grow up?
beach." Long Island, New York.
And who'd you go to prom with, Freddie?
I had a date.
You know he'll never tell.
No, I'll tell you. I had a date with a girl. That I won't tell you. But she says to me, because she was coming in, I was in Puerto Rico. She was coming in from another town. She lived in another town. And she said to me, wait for me on the bridge leading into town and then we'll go to the prom. She never showed up.
Really?
And I never went to the prom.
Why are we not surprised by that? Such a sad
That's
story
terrible.
for you.
It wasn't sad. You know, there are those who can't play coach, right? Teach. So I just figured if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. So I didn't go. And I'll never forget it. They held the prom at a discotheque in Humacao. It was the first one ever in the city, in the history of the city. And I never went. And my brother's first wife, may he rest in peace, Nancy came to see us, and I told her the story, and she says, get dressed. It was a Saturday night. I'll never forget this. She says, get dressed. And I go, why? She says, because you didn't go to your prom, and you didn't go to that discotheque, which I never went, and I'm going to take you. It's going to be on me. We're going to go see what this is all about. And we went, and we danced the night away, and there were friends of mine there, and everybody was wondering what happened to me, yada, yada, yada. And I mean, you know, the long story of it, it came in another way, and I still got to see what it looked like, and just imagine it must have been a lot of fun, and not a big deal. But my high school
Hey, I have a
days,
question.
my high school days weren't fun, Dawn.
Mine were a blast.
I'm
Hey,
sure
Dawn, I
they
got a
were.
question for you guys.
Yes.
Can you guys still hear me? I can see
Uh-huh.
two of me,
Yes.
and I can see Dawn, but I can't see Freddie.
I hear you.
Is that supposed to be that way?
You can't see
yes,
me.
you have to move one of you boxes. You can move that around with your mouse.
Yeah, one of me is in a red box.
You can move that red box
I'm getting
around.
all my text. Ah! It's gone. There you are, Freddie.
You are.
I was starting to say Freddie's starting to look a little like me.
And there you have
I
it.
think we've been home too long, Jojo. But I know, Jojo, that you go out a lot. You're not home a lot.
I do.
You go out a lot.
Not anymore.
No one's going out anymore. And you know what, Freddie? Everyone's thinking
No.
now, what host could it possibly be that I went to prom with from WWNN? You know that's what they're all thinking. They're going through all your shows going, not them, not them, not them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not produce
There you
that
go.
show.
Exactly. So that
I don't even-
alleviates
I don't
anyone
even-
that you think
I
you
don't even-
know.
I don't even talk to the guy. And I go even as far as to say I don't even like the guy for other reasons before I knew she had dated him. I didn't even know she dated him, but I don't like him for other reasons.
Isn't that funny? Yes, it is not a show that Freddie and I produce. Let's just take that off the table. It's like a game of Clue now, right? When you have to sift through the information, it is not any of the shows that we work with. So it alleviates all of
And I
that
tell you
stuff.
what,
But
I tell you what, if you guys continue to write in about Dawn's prom night, I will make sure you get it back.
Someone's phone's ringing.
that's Freddie ringing his bell.
It's my bell.
So
You-
Jojo,
you know,
you
still
gonna
have
do
it in
a go-go?
Jojo on, not today. I'm Jojo stuck homo. I'm home.
Hey, be careful.
You know what's wonderful about this though? First of all, Dawn, you're not home. You're in studio. I guess
am.
you got cabin fever?
Yep,
You get cabin
100%.
fever? I get it. I get it. Maybe I'll come down and join you.
I got a
do
whole
a
nother
social
studio.
distancing so I can
Social
get out.
distancing, you can sit in the other studio, 100%. Cabin fever. I know.
Yeah,
People
but
are
Oh my
writing
God,
to me.
great.
Jojo, Dawn goes down there and she moves the wires around, and we can't get production. We can't get the sound. We can't get nothing. And then we say to her, Dawn, what did you do? I didn't do anything. Well, what you disconnect? Well, this wire and this speaker and this and that. And nothing was working.
Do you remember, Dawn, when we tried to do that? I think he was in Puerto Rico and we had to bring Marco in to fix everything?
Oh my gosh, you know what happened? I didn't even tell you guys this story. I went to Healing Moments about 2 months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, to get some product, and there's a guy sitting there. And it was this guy in Tracy, and he looks at me, he goes, "Do you know who I am?" And I went, "Of course I do." And I'm thinking, not a freaking clue who this man is. But I always say
That's
yes, and I wait
hilarious.
until some clues appear and I realize who it is. So I was thinking back really, really quickly, you know, how fast can those neurons fire? And I realized it was Marco. And I go, "Of course, how are you?" I hadn't seen him since he helped us wire the studio when Freddie's mom passed. And he's working
Yeah, he's
with
doing that
Tracy.
brain thing.
Exactly. So I
Brain
did a
training.
session. Freddie, I didn't even tell you this.
I've done them. They're awesome.
I did a session with Marco, and of course, what did it do? It put me right to sleep. I'm not quite sure what it did, except I kept hearing these clicks and these beeps, and I asked him what that means. He says that means when your brain's not firing properly. So I guess I've got a lot of those breaks in my brain firing. But I did a session at Healing Moments. He put these electrodes on my head, on my ears, and they played this music.
When did you do this?
I did this before we went on quarantine, so maybe 6 weeks ago, right about when things were coming out and it was still okay for people to touch you and do things. So 6, 8 weeks ago, I guess.
Do you
you're
guys
bringing
think
it
the
up to
world's
the-
ever going to get back to a quasi-normal? How
What's
long do you
normal?
think that's going to take?
It'll be back
Like when
to
we
normal.
can sit next to each other like we used to, and give a hug when you see somebody. It's crazy.
It'll be
I
a
don't
new
think
normal.
I don't think the hug is gonna come back. I think that's a few years away. I don't think the handshake is coming back. The hugging is coming back. But I think that we are going to be back. It's interesting. I don't know how that's gonna play out. There's a lot of reasons for that. I'm not gonna bring them up because this one gets nuts. But you know what? I think that we have to be more conscious of one another. How's that?
Yeah. That's terrible to be
And-
single and dating, isn't it? In this kind of world today.
Although, you know what
Can you
I
imagine?
think? I think that maybe all these people that are on these dating apps that were so into the hookup, and that was all that ever
Right.
happened, right? You'd meet them, you'd go out, it was either a yes or a no or a hookup, and then you'd part ways for some
Right.
people. Now,
gonna-
I think if you're
they're gonna
on them, you
rethink that.
actually have to have a conversation and maybe get
What's
to
a
know them
hookup?
before you go out.
What's a hookup?
Speaking of conversation, are you guys getting like so many on your personal Facebook page friend requests from people you don't even know?
Always.
I
I have
decline.
never had messages. Jeez.
Did you really just
I
ask us
can't
what a
even-
hookup is?
Yeah, what's a hookup?
Jojo, I just can't.
What is he drinking this morning? I saw him eating earlier, and
It's
I
the
heard you
granola.
complaining
That's-
about what he was eating. But I'm not-
It's the granola that's doing nothing for his brain function.
Wait a minute. Are
You gotta get him
saying
back
a
in the
white-
studio. Dawn, you kept
Are you
him under
saying-
control there. What he was eating and
Are you
drinking.
saying it's
I know.
it's a one night stand? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, Dad.
Well, you can still have one night stands. You just gotta wear a mask and bubble wrap.
Dad.
Oh, my God.
It's a whole nother level. Let's take a commercial break. Jojo, stay with us. Freddie, go get another cup of
I'm
coffee. I know. I used to be able
gonna grab
to
one,
keep
too.
reins on this man, but not anymore. He's left to his own devices. We're going to take a quick break. Give us a
Good luck.
call at 866-224-5422, and we'll be right back.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
Does your business MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
I got to tell you, some exciting news happened while we were just at break. Did you see?
No.
We are starting a new show next week, next Thursday evening at 7:30, called The 2-Minute Warning, and it's going to be on WWNN and all of our streaming platforms, and it is with Benny Blades of the Blades Brothers, and we just got confirmation that we are moving forward, and he's going to be on our show today at 12 o'clock. So Benny's going to be joining us for a virtual call, and our show kicks off next Thursday with the 2-Minute Warning, because next Thursday happens to be draft day. So you know what, ladies? If you like football, you're going to love it, and if you don't like football, you're going to love it even more. So I'm just saying, you know, yeah, I never really liked football, but I'm actually looking forward to the draft this year.
But we're going to have a drink party with the show. So if you want, come and check out the drink, come and check out the drafts, have a drink. And if you get it right, you get a drink. We're going to play some draft games.
You know what we should get is some beer on draft.
No.
We should get a
You
beer
know what I think you need
sponsor.
to get?
Yeah.
I have an idea for you guys, and I
Okay.
saw it yesterday. It's a face mask that you can write Brooklyn Cafe TV on it and hand them
I
out.
saw that.
We can now
Isn't that
brand
cool?
ourselves with a mask.
Isn't that terrible? But yeah, you can.
That is just crazy to think about that, right?
Now, you know, in Broward County, you're supposed to, it's mandated you have to wear a mask. Broward.
Here's the funny
I thought
thing
we
about the
guys would
mandates.
too.
Yes, Palm Beach County
But
also,
don't-
and Miami-Dade,
Yes.
all three counties, Freddie. But it's mandated, and then if you open it up past the headline, it says it's highly suggested. That's the thing I
No,
don't get
because
about
what
the
are they going to do?
newspapers.
They're going to take everybody to jail? I mean, mandated. Do
It's
the damn thing.
mandated and then
What
it's highly
difference does it make?
suggested. It's like, you know what I learned through this whole thing, JoJo? Is
What?
Freddie is the rule follower in this, not me. And I got to tell you, growing up, I was always the rule follower. But apparently
That's
through
'cause
all
you're
of
the
this,
rebel.
I'm the rebel. And Freddie is the rule follower. I am, Dad, I'm impressed.
Well, you have to
Don't
be
be.
not crazy, but careful, cautious.
Yeah,
Right?
so I went to the park the
You
other
see
day.
that-
I went to go running in the park in my neighborhood. Of course, the sign was there that says the park is closed by ordinance of the Palm Beach County. So I didn't go for 3 weeks, and I thought, I'm going to go into the park. So I go into the park, and there were other people in the park. But I stayed away from the other people until I go to cross over the bridge. And I didn't do that because there were other people on the bridge, and I thought, okay, once they leave the bridge, how long are they like populating in the air around the bridge? So I stayed on my side of the bridge, and they stayed on their side of the bridge. But it was kind of interesting. I did venture into the park.
Now that we have a new
tell you,
show
I-
coming out with the new sheriff that's coming out, I'm going to give him your license plate. And I'm going to have him send somebody to your house and give you a ticket every time you walk out. And I'm running, and I'm this. I gotta tell you, you know what the problem? You know what the problem with all this is, JoJo? When you go out and you run into other myths, you are now carrying other myths. Okay, so you don't care. You want to go and be a rebel. Okay, go ahead, good. But then other people can't be around you because you're being a rebel.
I didn't go near any people, though, nor did I touch anything.
Did you
The
wear a
park
mask
is
on?
full of germs.
I was just in the air. No, I did not wear a
And where do
mask.
you think the virus comes from? The ground?
The air. But let me tell you what else I did. I saw on the news last night that there is a local lab that has the antibody tests. So I did my thing and I logged in. I'm going to give them a call today to see if I can go do the antibody test.
They have them for $159 a test. They
Okay.
mail it to your house. I think that is such a ripoff.
It is. It'll come down.
$159
It
a
is.
test. Yeah, but that's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Jojo,
Think
Dawn
about
is
it.
under
Let
the
it work.
impression.
But
She's
think
under
about
the
it this way,
impression that
Freddie.
she's-
If you could spend $159 and they told you you had the antibodies and you were clear now and you were immune to this virus for a year to 2 years, would you leave the house and would you go back to work?
I got some bad news for you. There is no immunity. Just reports came out from China again. Well, you're bringing it up. China, again, they got 100 cases of people that had it and have it for the second time. So I don't want to hear this.
That's right.
Okay, this
They're
is what
getting it
they-
again. I saw that also.
It is funky logic, Dawn. It doesn't mean that because you had it, you can't get it again. I had the shingles, it's a virus, and I had the chickenpox, and they are related. And they told me I can get it for a third time. I don't want to hear it. The bottom line here is, you got to squash this bug. You can't just let that roach wander around. Oh, I got a story to share with you guys. You can't just let that roach wander around and think it's going to drop dead one day. You can't do that.
You want to share the story?
You
or am
may
I
never
gonna
see
get
Freddie in the
upset?
studio again.
That's what I'm thinking,
We
Jojo.
had-
Freddie, I may never see you again in person.
Well, it was
I may have to
misnomer.
come join you, Dawn.
I'm sitting here doing some shows, right, at night. And Linda comes out of the kitchen. I heard a big scream, and she comes out of the kitchen, and the most largest bug, I mean, the biggest cucaracha I've ever seen, that if you cut it up, it feeds a family of 12. And she has it on the pan. And she says, I've been chasing this for days. And I said, really? And you have to bring it to me? Now, you know I don't like bugs.
Yeah, I
So
don't
I'm running out of
understand that.
here.
I don't understand. You don't like bugs. You don't like rodents. You don't like wildlife. What's wrong with you?
Did you play
Now,
with Barbie
Jojo, I
dolls
wanna-
when you were a little boy?
Yes, I had Barbie doll. I had the Barbie doll and the can with the Kung Fu grip. Jojo, I gotta tell you, Dawn is the one that's always running around mopping and cleaning and mopping, right? And you would think that she's the one that's a germaphobe.
I am.
I'm the
I
germaphobe.
have to tell you how funny you two were the other day on your show. I nearly spit my coffee out. I'm watching it. Dawn was home. You can see that's when the cabin fever started. She was just ranting into you. I was dying. It was hilarious.
That's what I said. I'm
Everybody
out.
was-
I'm done.
everybody was saying, Freddie, defend yourself. She's ranting. I said, nah, let her go, because you know what? She'll get exhausted eventually.
I'll spin myself
My
into
God,
the
it's so
ground.
funny.
And Dawn, I
You
was
know
just
that I tell all my-
informed. This is granola. I mean, this is Cheerios, not granola.
Those are Cheerios, yes.
That's what I ate. Okay?
Good. Much better choice.
The Surgeon General sent me a message. Freddie, that is not granola. It is Cheerios.
Good. Those are the theys that you refer to all the time. They have just informed you that. You know the Mad
No, the
Libs?
Surgeon General.
We're going to do Mad Lib for Freddie. I'm actually going to get our crew on it today. Let's do a Freddie Mad Lib. Blank informed
Yeah.
me that what?
The Surgeon General. Jojo, how you doing?
I'm good. This is so much fun because I'm so used to Dawn throwing things at you or hitting you with the wand or throwing ducks at you. And
I
it just
know.
can't be done right now. And it's funny.
You know, I might have to resurrect my prop box while I'm here by myself and see what I can do.
You
I can
think?
get like a dartboard. I can just throw it across the room. We can do lots of things here alone.
The other day she says that Freddie is on his soapbox. Really? I'm on my soapbox?
I'm actually looking
So,
for a
Dawn, what
soap
did you-
sponsor.
Where did you go? Where did you go after your prom? Where did you head out to?
I think we stayed at the hotel it was at. It was at the Marriott Harbor Beach in Fort Lauderdale
You stayed out
And how
all
long were you
night?
there?
all night.
And your mother and father know this? Because they
I got to
texted me.
tell you something that's really funny about my mom and dad. What they let me do, I'm shocked. What they let me do, what I did, and I didn't do anything bad, but I would go visit friends up in Gainesville when I was 16. I would just get in my car and drive up by myself, and they'd go, "Okay, go." We didn't have cell phones, nothing. I would just go and come back. And I was dating a guy up there in college. I'd go, I'd come back, another guy, and they just said go. Totally different.
That was the good old days, right?
No cell phone, no nothing. You drove, you went,
Remember
you
the
came
days
back.
when you remember the days you had a beeper that you wore and you had to go find a payphone and they were everywhere?
Yeah, totally different, right?
A beef?
Extremely different. It's crazy.
I know. And I think about what my parents let me do, and totally different what we do
Would
now.
you let your
with our
daughter do
kids.
it?
Yeah, but
you let your daughter
she
do
did do it, but she went with adult supervision, and she always had to have a friend in the car and make sure you've got your cell phone with you, make sure you've got extra money with you. All these extra layers that we put on for their generation, we didn't have. It just didn't exist.
Would you let your daughter go to Europe with a gang of married guys and girls?
She did.
Oh, so you will let her.
She went. Well, she did a study abroad program in Europe. All they do now is relabel it that you're going to get college credit for it if you go. So she went with school.
She's a
Aaron
beautiful
went
young
with,
woman. You should keep her home.
Aaron went. He traveled abroad. Since I've known you, you know Aaron's always traveled so much. He's been to Israel. He's been to Budapest. He's been to Hungary. He's traveled a
Yeah,
lot.
but Aaron's a guy. That's different.
Oh, you got such a double
Double
standard.
standard.
Jojo, if I could only throw a duck through, Freddie, I'm going to resurrect my ducks right over there to you.
I'm gonna tell you something, honey. I don't got a double standard. I got a triple standard.
Wow, you're so old school.
You know what the third one? You know what the third one is?
That's so nice.
The truth. The truth. This is the truth. Here's her, him, and here's the truth. Because this is true. This is true. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. For all the dads out there, when you have a daughter, I don't care what you say. I don't care. A guy, a father, always worries about his daughter and will always have a double standard.
Especially when you have an older sister and an older brother that did all the things. So I couldn't do anything.
You
They
have a
already got
sister too,
caught.
Jojo?
I do, yeah. Her name is Betty. She's my best friend.
Where
My
is
brother
she?
lives in California. She's in Long Island still. Hunkering down because they got this virus very bad on Long Island.
I was going to say, how are they doing?
They're fine. She's fine.
Does she look like you?
Yeah, she does. She's got blonde hair. She does.
She's got blonde hair. Yeah. We should,
Maybe,
we should bring her on.
maybe I'll bring her on one day because she's a travel agent in the cruise ship industry. And what
Yes.
she's been going through with people canceling and refunds and this and that, it's been chaotic for the poor girl. My
No,
heart goes out to
cruises
her.
aren't even going right now,
Betty, I
correct?
love her. Say what?
Cruises aren't even traveling right now?
No. I think
Oh,
just
man.
that
Yes,
last one that
great.
docked in. What do you think about the one that docked in Fort Lauderdale? The Holland something or other. That's crazy. But I guess they had to go somewhere, right?
It's
Now,
totally
do
crazy.
you know that all these cruise lines are owned by other countries? So there is no bailout for these cruise lines. They are not American-based companies. Did you know that?
That's terrible.
Well, the problem here
I
is
was
that if
thinking
they're
about-
abroad, the money goes abroad.
You know who I was thinking about? Who's the cruise guy that comes on?
Paul Vadiato.
Yeah, how is he dealing with all this? Because that's his main business. He had wonderful deals. Wonderful deals.
We don't know. I don't know much about. I saw that he came on the other day, but I haven't heard from Paul. But there's a lot of companies that we deal with also that we haven't heard from. The Italian line doing what's in Reba. Have you heard from Reba?
No, not as Italy. No, I have not.
Yeah.
I've seen her on social media. I saw her. She posted her high school picture. That's how we know everyone's okay. Post a picture so we know you're okay. I really want to do, like, we're actually putting out our cafe press again this week that our crew is working on and putting some pictures, because I got to tell you, when I saw the pictures of our crew, the picture of Teddy holding her dad's hand, I think that's her dad and her sister. Freddie, the cutest picture, the picture of Bea when she was a little girl. I love looking at these kids and their pictures when they were so little. It's like, I want people to get a behind the scenes feel of what our crew and our company is like, because that is the essence of who we are. And maybe that's what people need to see a little bit more, is right. You learn more about people during this time of quarantine and talking and social distancing. You got to get to know people a little bit better and find out who's in alignment. Freddie, I'm getting more texts that our Reinvented Life show, she's ready, she's got ideas, we got to give her a call. People are stepping up. They are sharing who they are. They're sharing their passion. That's a new show that's launching. It's called The Reinvented Life, and she's actually in California. Yes, that picture of Teddy, I love. Look at her little glasses. How cute is she?
Adorable.
Right? I know. So adorable, Teddy.
Who's that?
Who's that?
I don't know.
I have to put my
Brady.
glasses on.
How about the picture of
That's-
Bea? Did you see that one?
That's Braden.
Brady.
Braden Publix.
You got to show DJ's picture.
Oh my God, he looks like he's in the witness protection program.
Hey, I got to share with you what I'm doing this afternoon before we
And there
go
you
off the
are.
air.
Look,
Look at Freddie.
Jojo.
You ready?
Yep.
The restaurant, D'Angelo's by the Sea, next door, you know, the one I was affiliated with,
Uh-huh.
they're giving away probably about 200 free pizzas for the local Publix for all the employees. So I'm going to be going there and giving the cards out, and taking pictures with them, and all kinds of cool stuff, which I
That's
think
so
is wonderful.
nice.
Yeah.
I think people are doing
Well,
so
they're right
many
out
great
of the,
things.
they're on the front line as far as I'm concerned, right?
Wow.
Aren't you going to be on the news or something?
Whoever they're bringing there, and I'll share that with you guys. And I'm loving how you could do this stuff from home. I could bring the show right up here now on my own and do it right from home with people here. This is awesome.
Absolutely.
Your technology, it's almost like you would watch CNN. It really is amazing. I'm
Thank you.
impressed.
Thank you. It works beautifully when you plug. Are you plugged into an
Oh.
Ethernet?
Yes, I am.
That's the key.
You had to see me trying to figure this all out. I almost
Is
wanted
that
to call
DJ?
Spectre, but I figured it out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we ran a speed test.
Yeah.
That would be me.
What's he doing? Looking at all these
Yeah.
pictures in his phone?
No, this is what they've been doing all night.
That would be me again. I look just like that, by the way. Look at that, right? I'm telling you, I still look the same. That's the funniest thing. I don't think my hair has changed. It's a lot of hairspray.
You do look the same, but I have to tell you, Dawn, you aged like a fine wine. And I feel like I have too. I think I look better now than when I was in high school.
Thank you, Jojo.
Maybe it's just the way we, but you do.
That's
You look
why I
better
drink
now.
tequila.
That's why you drink tequila? Oh,
Yeah,
Freddie,
that's-
speaking
Now I
of
want
tequila,
Now I want to hit him.
there's Teddy. Freddie, speaking of tequila, we have not discussed, we need to share with JoJo, as a matter of fact, our new sponsor, Gubba Rum. And that's Dylan. JoJo, we have a new sponsor.
Gubba
It's a
Rum.
new spirit company. It's called Gubba Rum, Gubba, like Gubba Bubba, you know, like Forrest Gump, Bubba Shrimp, but Gubba Rum.
Yeah.
They've got two flavors.
Right.
One is coconut and one is vanilla. It's all organic. And they are a new
vanilla,
sponsor
I
of
would
the
love.
cafe. So perhaps we can try and get some down to some of your restaurants.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Or I'll come down there and drink it with you. Freddie's home. He's afraid. We'll go in different studios. I'll hang with you, check it all out.
Freddie, this takes you to a whole nother level.
Hey, listen, Freddie's home, but he ain't dead. Let me ask you, this Bubba, is Bubba, right? Bubba gum?
Gubba.
Gubba. I call it Bubba Gubba. This rum comes flavored, JoJo. And what we want to do is we want to bring in a quarantine. Where's she going? We want to bring in a quarantine mixer and give it a name.
My coasters.
Oh, okay. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get people to try this while you're home. And this is it's very smooth. It's from Boston.
Boston.
Very smooth. The owner
It's
from
Boston.
Yeah. You can drink this on the rock or plain, and it'll go down like water. It's really, really good stuff. So
And
we
he said
want
they
to
would
come
get us
up
a
with
couple
it.
bottles. They'll drop it off at
Yeah.
our doorstep so we can have it, and we can do Oh,
Let's
you know
try
what we
it.
could do? Friday, we could put it in the syrup on Friday for our pancakes. You're not going to be here, but I can put it in the syrup on my pancakes on Friday. Oh, man.
I don't think I think that the show at the 12 o'clock show is a better fit for this. But that JoJo's on here now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put something together, and maybe we'll do. Remember the commercial with the lady? She had a handkerchief around her head with the muscle and something about keep America strong or something, or with the cigarette.
We can
Maybe
do
we
it.
do JoJo with a glass of that,
I'm not putting
saying
cigarettes on my head.
not a cigarette. You have a glass of the rum saying keep America drunk or something. I don't know. We'll come up with something.
Keep America
I could do those
calm.
commercials.
But, so we have
If
to
I show
reach
you what
back
I do on
out.
my spare time, you'll laugh. Hold on. I'm going to leave you guys for 1 minute.
It's-
Then you
we
can
can-
yell
Where's
at
she
me.
going?
I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. And there you have it. I don't know where she's going. But we got a lot of new sponsors coming forward. So just when everyone you think that the world is coming to an end, I can guarantee you it absolutely is not. I promise you, we are going to keep going. And that is why we're here. It's to keep
What are we
sharing.
doing with the lady in California? I want to talk about that before we go.
With Pamela Chanel David, The Reinvented
Yeah.
Life. What do you have, JoJo?
This is what I do in my spare time.
I'm afraid to ask.
Asked me a boy, turned him into a man. Told him all the things that he didn't understand. Whoa. I bought this microphone that I can play with.
And that could go on so
Everyone
many
did that
levels.
one. It's really
So
cool,
you
but
do
it's wrong,
karaoke?
but it's cool. Yeah, but
We
it's
could do
wireless.
a-
It's the coolest thing. I'm going to bring
We
it to
could
the
do a-
studio next time I come, guys.
We could do a karaoke, or we could do a session where you sing on the air, JoJo.
Take it easy there. Slow down.
I think
She
we should.
sings and she tells me to slow down.
Actually, what I want to do is come up with a game, and I was going to ask Teddy about that. I was watching Jimmy Fallon last night. Remember yesterday I talked about we need to play a game on air? They played some game
Yeah.
that didn't make any sense, but I want to find a game that we can play on air, and we can answer, and people can question and write in and do all of that. So that's what I'm looking for. JC, we miss you also. We need to have JC come in and sing with us. She's amazing,
You're funny.
JoJo, by the way.
Oh, I love her. I
Oh
love
my
her. She's
gosh,
great.
what a
I gotta
voice.
bring you guys. There's so many. William Cintron is great. I know she knows all these people. Sammy, you met Sammy. He
Sammy's
was
amazing.
great.
Marilyn.
Wanna say good
Camille,
morning to
yeah.
Sopranos? Sopranos is on the air. Pamela Cohen's on the air. Stephanie is on the air.
You got a lot of people watching.
I know. I don't know why. Hey, look at Dora. Dora the book. Dora. Hey, Dora. I want to be. I want to be in your next book. I've decided. I want to be in her next book.
Really?
Yes, I would like to be the man that hands over the handcuffs. The guy that sells him the handcuffs.
I want whatever he's drinking this morning.
That would be, who knows,
That's
coffee and Cheerios.
There you
No,
go.
this is my secret potion.
It's not coffee either?
What's your secret potion?
It's called Gubba Bubba in the morning.
Jojo, you had a guest
What
you
does
told me
your
you
cup
had
say?
as well, named Dawn.
Freddie, what does your cup say?
Can you see it?
No, I see you shaking your head.
It says I love cats. Oh, because you're on delay. What were you asking?
I
Though?
am? Why am I on delay?
Jojo had a friend she was bringing on today by the name of Dawn.
Yeah, but we're going to bring her on next Tuesday. She's fabulous. Her name is Dawn Nick. She's probably watching. I don't know
What
if
did
you
she
can tell.
do?
I cannot tell. She wrote, but he's laughing. What's he laughing at? Is that delay of him laughing at something else? I can't
Yes.
watch him anymore, Dawn. I have to block him with like a piece of paper.
You know, Freddie, when the
And
cat's
now I
away,
see
the
him
mice will play.
Now I see him holding the cup up, and I talked about that about 5 minutes ago. But anyway,
That's because
yeah,
you're watching
she's
on
a lovely
Facebook.
girl.
You shouldn't be watching on Facebook.
So we're going to bring her on next Tuesday? Perfect.
I'd like to,
I
maybe sooner.
wanna
She's
ask-
very busy.
I want to ask the two of you something. When I left the two of you, Jojo used to do our board, and I had to go to Puerto Rico for Mom. That whole
Yes.
week, how was that whole week?
It was,
Dawn, it was good, I thought.
I think we did the best with what we had, and I got to tell you, all of our friends, they pulled through like you have never seen a community pull together, Freddie, because when you left to be with Mom, I knew how to turn a camera on, and we were moving studios at that day as well. So
That's right.
there was
That's
nothing
where
set
Marco
up.
came in.
And we walked into the new studio, walked into our old space with Faith Washington, and found out everything had been moved. And all I could do was, I do a lot, is cry. And next thing I knew, Marco walked in, and Jojo was on the phone, and Faith and I were on the floor running wires. And we got up and we were down one day. And Gio walked us through it, and I brought in our first intern that day to run the board because we couldn't sit on set. But I had Faith and Jojo. And the three Dawns, I had Dawn Cliff and Dawn DeBook and Dawn Goldstein. There were days we just had Dawns on the show. We drank a lot, is all I can tell you. It got us through, but wow. Our
Good old
community
days,
of friends,
right?
they got us through it.
I always wondered
It's funny,
how
I
you
get
guys
so
got.
many memories of you guys from like 3 years ago.
Yep.
We all look the same except
That's
Freddie, though.
That's about. That's about 3 years ago. Is about
We have a little
the
more hair
time.
than.
That was our
3 years ago is
first
about the time
intern.
we saw you.
You know what? Like I always say, out of a situation arises opportunity. And out of that situation, we learned how to run what we needed to run to get through. And that was our first intern. And from there, we've probably had 200 interns come through our program. And I swore to myself I would never be in that situation where I did not know how to at least run the basics of our equipment. You got to plug it in first as a start, like I learned yesterday. But that's all you can do as a small business is you got to learn it from the ground up. And we literally were sitting on the ground running wires, literally from the ground up. And here we grow.
You know, it's funny. When I ran the soundboard, when I was new at it, Freddie was sitting with you. And I guess I always wanted to be on that side, which I will be. You know, that's my love, my first love. But he looked like a windmill in a hurricane because I was so involved in what you guys are talking about. I would forget to change the screens. And he'd be going like this, going like this, going like this, going like this.
He goes like this.
He looked like a
So
windmill in a
it's-
hurricane. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to change the camera. Oh yeah. That was
That's
so much
hilarious. Well, Jojo, I'm glad you are feeling terrific. You look fabulous.
I
Stay
am.
safe.
fun. I love you guys.
Stay
Yes,
in
I
touch with
will.
us.
I will. We'll do this again. I can do it
Love
right
to you and
from home.
Ken, honey.
I love it. Okay, love you guys. Now I have to figure out how to hang up. Can you guys disconnect me?
Just hit the red button.
Just hit the
Button.
X.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
That's hilarious.
She is
She's
hilarious.
a funny lady.
But she's doing great, so I'm glad to see that. I was a little worried about her for a while.
So man, it's good. It's good to see that she's doing well. It's good to see that, it looks like we're going to come down the last hurdle on this thing. Things aren't going to always they're never going to be the same, but at least we're going to get back and we're going to get on track, and we got to keep up the good fight. Got to keep doing what we're doing and get better at it, and we're going to be okay.
There you go. Let's create a Mad Lib, a Freddie Mad Lib. We're going to do that.
What is that?
You got to
What
have
is
some
that?
fun. And then everyone can download it and play games on the air. We can do a Mad Lib.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do. You fill in the blanks. The blank jumped over the blank into the, and came out with the,
Oh, we got to call. You know who we have to call then? The brain lady.
yes, I'm going to give Judy Herman a call and see what we can come up
Judy
with.
Herman.
Well, Freddie, stay
Yeah,
safe.
keep
I'm
it-
glad you're eating Cheerios, and I'm glad you're having your Gubba Rum coffee shake. You know what? It's wicked smooth. So go to your closest liquor store, grab a bottle of Gubba Rum. You can also go to thinkliquor.com. It comes in vanilla and coconut. We can have a whole kind of pina colada mix. A lot of great sponsors to thank as we roll into our 12 o'clock hour. We've got Benny Blades joining us today. Kicking off the 2-minute warning, we've got Dawn DeMarco Book at 12 o'clock. And on our 1 o'clock hour, we're talking about how to clear your lymphatic system. We've got Tracy with Healing Moments joining us, as well as Dorian Marisala, a personal trainer down in Carl Springs, who talks about the importance of exercise, not only for fitness and losing weight, but also for movement and lymphatic drainage. So that's on a 1 o'clock hour. You don't even know what that is.
I do not.
And there, a Mad Lib again. What kind of drainage? There you have it. Make you laugh. I know. Have a great morning, everyone. Be kind, be safe to each other. Let us know how we can help you spread your message, and we will see you at 12.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch